Get another workout in before weigh-ins. And just, going over everything, the small details that we've been working this whole camp, just, my whole career, really. You just keep sharpening those small details, and the goal is to sharper than ever on Friday night. I'm excited, always never that fun making weight, but it's part of the sport and part of the game. But yeah, I'm excited, and I'm ready to go on Friday night.
I think I met Logan in Mitchell, South Dakota, 2000. I don't know, he was in high school still, and I was with another fight, and he was wrestling, and I'm like, who's this kid? Years later, I ended up coaching him and being a training partner with him, and he's been helping me, and I've been helping him. So it's just kind of crazy how this fight world is. It's huge for him, but we need to keep this simple. Get a win. If you can get a finish early, you can get a finish early, but he just needs to stick to the basics and be smart out there. A fight's a fight, and he just needs to be dangerous, get to this guy and beat him up, and hopefully he can get a finish.
I think now, I'm more relaxed. I've seen this week plenty of times, more times that I need to remember, but I've grown up in this game, and I'm comfortable to know what's expected of me, what I'm expected to do, what my coaches are expected to do the week of the fight, and now it's just cruising. It's pretty much just a chill week. Everybody knows their job, and we just get to it.
Lorenz is a very, very dynamic athlete. He's got that combination of speed and power. He can hit you from a conventional stance or southpaw stance. If you blink, he'll catch you with something, so he's really, really fast.
2, 1, time.
Lorenz has a tough opponent. He has a young, talented athlete from Mexico coming up who comes forward. He's heavy-handed, has that Mexican style of fighting, throws big punches, likes to wrestle, so he's going to go for takedowns. So I think if Lorenz does what we've been working on, I believe Lorenz will win the fight.
I love fighting because the feeling I get from fighting. Everybody knows I need to fight to be sane. This guy you're talking to is happy because I know in a couple days I'm gonna fight. As long as I get that fight in, that little piece of me that wants to rage goes back down into his cave and just hibernates for a little bit. So he's ready to come out again.
Creo que para mí realmente es un honor desde que me ofrecieron el rival. Sé que es un peleador duro, sé que es alguien experimentado, pero estoy convencido de que es mi momento. Estoy convencido de que viene lo mejor para mí y de que este es mi momento para triunfar y para brillar en PFL, para entrar con el pie derecho y demostrar que este es mi lugar.
La verdad es que nunca lo había visto como ahora, la verdad, con toda el hambre que... Y la verdad, esta pelea le llegó en el momento perfecto, esta oportunidad le llegó en el momento indicado y está listo para brillar, es un momento.
Puro poder mexicano. La verdad es que creo que lo es todo. Yo siempre busco alimentarme de la energía de mi equipo, de mi familia, entonces yo veo esto como un impulso, como una energía que me llena el corazón y me da pues todo lo que necesito para poder salir el viernes con todo el corazón a pelear. No estoy seguro cómo va a ser, pero estoy seguro que voy a terminar ganando la pelea.
So Don's obviously top of the list in the welterweight division. He's got the 6 points, but doesn't really mean anything. It's a second fight and then the playoffs. So I really need to go in there with the same mindset as we did the last fight and try to get the finish of course, as quick as possible.
I'm always looking for a finish, so like wherever the finish comes, it'll come. But that's my style of fighting. I've never been a decision fighter. I think I've got one decision victory to my name out of my 11 wins. Whether I have a fight or not, I'm always training. I'm always in the gym. I'm training 3 times a day, every day. That's just how I live my life. So like having something to train for is, awesome. Neiman's a very dangerous opponent. He's obviously a specialist in one aspect of MMA, which is Jiu-Jitsu. So obviously, anytime someone's a specialist in one field, you have to treat it with respect. And I've definitely treated him with respect this whole training camp. I've made sure that I've dotted my I's and crossed my T's and made sure that I'm prepared.
It's a tough opponent. They're all tough opponents. Got to go in there with a clear head, start implementing game plans. If that doesn't work, Dom just needs to start adapting in the fight, just like he did the last fight. His adaptation was way quicker than Ward, and he got the 6 points. So hopefully the same mindset is for what we have with Gracie.
Just getting a light workout in this morning, kind of get a light sweat in, make sure the reaction is still there, and then rest up, get ready for the weight cut. Weight's good, weight's perfect, so not too much to worry about. So that's why I like to get in the morning, kind of get a workout in, get my feet under me still yet,
So instead of like the low kick, body kick, head kick counters, or where would you work your add-ons?
I like the process. I like the weight cut, knowing that I'm gonna get to fight, get to compete. I like the challenge, and I like the growth that it takes. I've done it so long, like from a young age, that this is just normal. This is just routine. I wouldn't know what my life would be if it wasn't like this. I was doing it since I was a little kid.
Hey, how was it out there?
It was all right. I was only out there for like a week or so. I ended up going home. What about you, bro? How's everybody? How's everything?
Baby's due in September?
That's coming quick, bro. Doesn't it come quick?
It does. Like, because he's so big now, it feels like
it's
and
coming.
I felt him for the first time.
Oh, man.
It's such a trip.
Oh, it's a trip. Oh, dude, I'm so excited for you, man. Thank you.
Brennan, you mentioned, you're not going to be doing this that much longer, but what other goals do you have for your fighting career before all is said and done?
Obviously, everyone knows the way I left in 2017 when I just up and quit. And I was going through all my back then. When I came back, I never meant for it to come back to this level. And my kids are the reason why I'm still alive. So being a full-time fighter again, dude, it's tough. Dude, it's hard on me, So I'm fulfilled, man. And I'm going to go out there with everything I got on Friday night. Everything I got.
Logan, welcome back to South Dakota. I'm sure that's nice to be back in your home state and getting ready to fight again. I know you've been here plenty of times with Bellator before, but what does it mean now that you're with the PFL and it's maybe something a little different, but what's the same about coming home and getting to fight again?
When I was young and had my first fight here, it was maybe a little overwhelming. I got to win 3 state titles in this arena right now that we're standing in. You kind of got used to, performing in front of a lot of people, expectations, and the older you get, the more you realize that, these people are supporting you. I love to come back and, it's no different. I got to go put on a performance, and that's what I'm prepared to do.
How does PFL's opponents, and how do you think that they actually compare to the people that you have fought previously?
If you come out of this on top, I think you can truly say, you fought some of the best guys in the world. And that's why I came over here to PFL, was to prove that. For me, it's always to go out there and put on a great performance, represent the state in a great way, and that's my plan for Friday night.